Praying to the dead is a topic that has been debated among Christians for centuries. The Bible provides some insights into this matter, and it is important to understand what it says. The Bible encourages believers to direct their prayers to God alone. In 1 Timothy 2 verse 5, it states, "For there is one God and one mediator between God and mankind, the man Christ Jesus." This verse highlights that Jesus is the only mediator between God and humanity, indicating that prayer should be directed to God rather than to the deceased. The Bible teaches that God is all-knowing and present everywhere. Psalm 139 verse 7 to 12 affirms this by stating, "Where shall I go from your spirit, or where shall I flee from your presence?" This suggests that God is capable of hearing and responding to prayers from anywhere, eliminating the need to pray to the deceased. In the book of Leviticus 19 verse 31 and Deuteronomy 18 verses 10 to 12, we explicitly forbid communicating with the dead. These verses caution against engaging in practices such as necromancy or seeking guidance from the deceased. This indicates that praying to the dead is not in alignment with biblical teachings. The Bible is clear that initiating any type of communication with the dead is a sin. Deuteronomy 18 verse 10 to 13 urges, "I'll let no one be found among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Because of these same detestable practices, the Lord your God will drive out those nations before you. You must be blameless before the Lord your God." Oh. Praying to the dead is a form of consulting the dead, which is mentioned in this list of forbidden practices, the eternal destiny of the deceased. Once a person has passed away, their eternal destiny is sealed. Praying for the dead does not have any impact on their salvation or spiritual state. Our prayers have no bearing on someone once he or she has died. The reality is that, at the point of death, one's eternal destiny is confirmed. In summary, the Bible discourages praying to the dead and emphasizes directing prayers to God alone. It highlights God's omniscience, omnipresence, and prohibition against communicating with the deceased. While we can pray for the living, praying for the dead does not align with biblical teachings.